Hello everyone, it's Elaine. Thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel. So for today's card I am going to be making a really sweet little reindeer agenda card by Mama Elephant. I have started out by taking some smooth plain white cardstock and I'm using my beautiful Clarity brushes which my crafty friend Halima gave me for my birthday, and this is the first time I'm really having a proper good play with them. I'm taking some Blueprint Sketch Distress ink and I'm just really lightly dusting that all over that piece of cardstock. It looks pretty washed out on this screen, but here it looks a little bit deeper. And I'm taking a new to me die. This is a MFT Cover Up Grid Collage die from My Favourite Things. So I've run that through my Big Shot machine, and now I'm taking this masking paper from Hunky Dory. This is also new to me, but I really like it, and I'm going to be using this to create myself some snowbanks stroke starry sky scene. So I take those little squares that have been cut out from that collage die, and here's a bit more of a close-up, I'm just placing that all along the bottom, and that is going to be my little masked off snowbanks. And it's good because it's stuck down to my craft mat there, so it's not going to move about too much. And now I've taken some chipped sapphire onto a blending brush, and I'm just going along all of those squares using some more post-it tape to help me hold those down. Now just going slightly along the tops with some black soot just to deepen that sky a little. And I've done that for all the squares, and I'm going to keep them all secured together with that masking tape, and I'm sort of securing them down onto my stamp platform. I'm using this Twinkle Twinkle background die from Tailored Expressions, and I'm just inking that up with some white pigment ink and pressing that down. I press that down, or ink that up and press it down a couple of times. But I've kept those masks on because obviously I want to keep my snowbanks clear of any ink. And now I am removing those squares from the masking paper. So here you can see I have a little snowbank and a little sky. So now I've just taken that grid, which was the leftover piece from that die. I'm popping some glue on the back of that grid frame. I've taken an A2 sized card base, just plain white, and I'm just going to secure that grid down to my card base. Just pressing that down firmly. Placing some more glue into those squares, and now I can inlay those square pieces into that grid collage die. So I've just sped this up a little bit. It didn't take me long. Super quick. I was actually really surprised how quickly this card came together. Just adding some chipped sapphire around the edges of that centre rectangle piece, and now I'm just going to show you a little bit of colouring. I did these same colours for all of the reindeers. This is Copic friendly cardstocks, and I've stamped the images in Tuxedo black ink by Memento. I will list all of the colours I used down in the description box, including the reindeers that I haven't shown in the colouring. So cut those out with the dies, the coordinating dies. And now I'm taking the Mama Elephant Scripty Christmas Merry Christmas stamp, popping some embossing powder, or my Embossing Buddy, and then some fine white embossing powder, and heat setting that. And it did warp a little bit, so I've popped some double-sided tape onto the back of that to make sure that it lays flat on my card when I secure it down. I'm just laying that in, lining it all up and pressing down firmly. And now I can start adhering my little reindeers. So I'm just using some Nouveau liquid adhesive to secure all these reindeers down. And once I put them down, I'm just using an acrylic block and something heavy on top to make sure that they dry flat. I'll pop in my last ones down. That one with the wreath is my favourite. Pop in a little bit of Spectrum Noir clear sparkle pen over some of the accents, the bow ties, present star, anything that they're holding. I'm adding some sparkle too. This is a glaze pen. Again, just adding that to a few of the little accents. These images are super tiny, so I find that this is the easiest way to add some embellishment without going over the line. So you can see their noses and the candy canes shiny there. And that is today's card finished. I love this, how this card turned out. I think it's one of my favourite Christmas cards I've made in my card series, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.